My brother, Impact and Chill, bro. We're doing this on a different day. How you feeling, my friend?
Yeah, I'm awake. I'm feeling good, bro. I'm
You had
actually
quite the journey, man. You had quite the journey.
yeah, we have. But I'm feeling good, you know. It's a midweek for both of us. And it just means that we've got a few other things that have to get done during the day. It's not like a cruisy Sunday for me. So, hey man, at the end of the day, it's like you do what you got to do. Do what you got to do.
Oh, and dude, some of that stuff is uncomfortable. It's hard to have those conversations. It's hard to have, the interruption of your day.
Mm.
But what I'll say, man, is this. I had a pretty big weekend event wise, man. I had an event this weekend. Just stuff, man, that I would not normally do, you know, and this is the thing. It's not even that I say normal because then there's a new normal for me now in the sense that I've leveled up, right? We've talked about that
Mm.
before, but bro, I'm just saying, man, when you ask the universe for something such as I want to be the best in the world. I want to be the biggest on the stage. I want to, whatever it is that you're asking for. You don't realize, bro, that that means your whole world has to crumble
Hmm.
and be rebuilt. And dude, I want to get into this, Aaron. I mean, I jumped right into it, bro. So we just jumped right into this one, man. But I say the biggest thing that you're asking for right now, Aaron, the biggest thing, bro. How is it changing your life today? What's it doing for you?
Man, I'm still struggling, eh? Like, you ask for so much and, you put out to the universe, you pray to God, you ask your higher self, um, you know, for so much because there's a desired life, I think, that we all want to create. And only a few of us will actually achieve it because we're willing to do the things that are fucking difficult. We're willing to, as you said before, we're willing to allow our current world to crumble, to rebuild, to do into the things that we know we need to do. Hey, fuck, it may mean that you've got to now start working 120 hours a week. Are you ready for that? Because in order for
Mm.
you to have the life you want, you're going to have to do 120 hours a week, and like you can put it back into a gym analogy. And the gym analogy is that if you want your muscles to grow, you're going to have to tear them. You have to put them
Oh,
under stress. No fucking different. You got to break the muscle down for it to regrow and rebuild. So it's a really fucking interesting one. And I think this is a space that I'm in, and I'm gonna be fucking real as the space I'm in at the moment is that you got the higher self, like my internal voice, me, who I am to the core, which is my higher self. Your higher self has a desired life, a desire of a life you want to live. And for me, it's all on my values. Like, how do I wear my values on the scale? And my desired life is all around my values, my health, freedom, relationships, like and money. Like that's my values. Then I have a look at going, okay, well, if that's my higher self and that's what I'm desiring and that's what I'm calling into my existence. However, I am stuck and I get distracted by the reality of the 3D, the matrix that I'm in. And as a man, I'm not going to say material things, but as a man, the physical things like the money that we have, the body that we want, the relationships, which are all real things, all 3D things. And the lack of some of those things, like in other words, the lack of money, in other words, giving your power to someone else. And if you got the lack of money, you're as a man, the self-worth comes in. As I said before this podcast, the self-worthiness comes in, the worthiness of yourself. So if you don't have the things that you want, which is the lack of, it's absolutely going to be a direct reflection of what you feel about yourself. And that's that self-worth. So for me, with the journey that I'm going through, and again, it comes down to the training, it comes down to what am I doing to nurture myself? Am I doing all the things to help me take my power back, which is all about the gym. And for the gym for me is such a big mental thing because I'm in
mm.
fucking control there. I'm in control and I know it because I've been doing it for 30 years. I know that the gym's my thing and I am absolutely in control of that. And I'm in control if I want to do 140k bench or 130k bench. I'm in control if I'm wanting to do something that's going to be really fucking challenging and it's scary and it might fall on me and I may not be able to lift it up. or I take the easy path. And that's no different to the journey in life that you need to be taking. It's like you have to always take that hard path. You always have to take the path that no one has taken before. You're always going to have to take that path, which is that unknown path. And if you're okay with that and you embrace that, there's some amazing fucking things on the other side of that uneasiness and the unknown. Because, hey, man, I want you to talk about the event that you did, because that's one of those fucking uncomfortable paths that you took. So yeah, tell us about like you. I mean, that's me and my journey. So where's where are you at now after you've done it? So after the event, but also yeah, what you were going through, leading up to it.
Oh, dude. So, man, I have so much to say on this, and I want to condense it, keep it short and simple and sweet because we are all about 20 to 30 minutes here. So, brother, this event, right, was literally catered to business owners, side hustle entrepreneurs, nine to fivers that are looking for something else. And, bro, let me just tell you, man, being around like-minded people who are all sharing the same space as you, all you want to do is be in that room, Aaron. But getting in that room is the challenge, right? Because
Mm.
then all of a sudden you start going, wait a minute, I'm on the cover of this event. Wait a minute, am I ready for this? Wait, hang on a second. Is this my space? Wait, I have people asking me all about this event. Is this really me? You get that imposter syndrome going. You get all these things going. And man, you remember you are now on the cover of this flyer that is now posted all over social media. You are on the front. Are you ready? And dude, we rocked it, man. All three of us. A shout out to Odalis and Crystal, my business partners. And we are doing one of these once a month. We are already in line for next month's event as well. We've got
Awesome.
bigger goals, we've got bigger spaces to be in, we've got more people to attract, right? It's awesome, dude. But you know what, man, Aaron? I will say this, bro. One of the lessons that I took away from that, leaving that place, was did I do a good job? Right? The ego settles in and goes, did I do a good job? Right?
Yeah.
Then, bro, then the ego kind of feeds it. So you kick the ego to the curb, you tell them, shut the fuck up, right? But then you go back to, okay, well, right, I'm getting mentored. I send him something. He sends it back and he's like, that's not good enough. So there's a difference, Aaron, between the ego telling you when you're not good enough versus your coach, your mentor, your person who is already doing what you want to do. And they're like, no, think bigger. You need to think bigger. This is not quality. So, bro, I have to ask you because I know for me, everybody, and I could say this from personal experience and just from other people, everybody wants to hear they're awesome. Oh, you did amazing.
Yep.
You couldn't have changed nothing. You did this so perfect. You are so perfect that there's nothing you need to change. Dude, you don't grow from that. So that's my short take on it. You don't grow from it. But what happens to you, Aaron, when somebody says, no, dude, you're in the gym space. So you can talk about it from that perspective, but I also want you to talk about it from your coaching perspective. When somebody goes, nah, nah, you're my brother. You've told me that before. And I'm like, what the hell? You're supposed to tell me I'm awesome. And dude, when people love you, they're not supposed to tell you you're awesome. But bro,
Mm.
how does that grab you when somebody goes, you could do better?
Fuck, I hate it. I fucking hate it. Dude, when someone says that it's not good enough because I'm such a perfectionist, oh fuck. I'm just like, fuck you.
Ah, it bugs
Yeah,
you.
I'm like, fuck you. Um, and sometimes I'll be like having that fucking 2-year-old tantrum and throw my toys out of the
Yeah.
cot kind of thing. That's who it's like, well, fuck you, I'm not gonna fucking do it anymore.
I don't want to do
But
it no more.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
taking my basketball. I'm going home.
Exactly, exactly. So that was kind of me in the space in the way back because yeah, like we're fucking perfect. We got told that everything was great. So I'm going to look at it from two angles here. I'm going to look at it from when I first got into the industry, as a PT, and where I am at the moment with a mentor business coach for PTs that are coming into the industry. Plus, I'm also going to look at it in my own space with my own businesses. So it's actually really, really interesting. So as a PT, you're only as good as the amount of clients that you have. You're only as good as the amount of clients that you actually are willing to pay you for your service. So if you don't have any clients, and no one's willing to pay you, you got to do your fucking homework. You've actually got to reassess and go, okay, well, am I actually, as good as what I think I am? Because that's a direct reflection of how good you are. So that was a really rude awakening for me. And being 6 foot with 100 kilo is very intimidating for the general public. So I've had to rebrand myself in a way that to come across as the compassionate guy, to come across as that this is not about me, this is about you and the conversations I have. So I've had to, kind of, rebrand, redevelop who I am on the gym floor as a trainer, because no one wants to be the bodybuilder. No one wants to train like the bodybuilder. They don't want to have a bodybuilder train them. But at the same time, also, there's an immense amount of respect that you get because they know you've put in the hard work to get the body that you've got. So it's a really, really nice little balance there. So for me coming in and I'm now mentoring and being a business coach for new trainers coming in, the good thing is that I've done all the things that have fucked up. Made all the mistakes. So now coming in, it's like I'm now teaching them and look, I'm instilling in them that you've got to do some things that are really difficult. You're going to have to jump on the phone. Because here's the thing, like any business, you got no phone calls to make, you've got no business. Whereas I can give a new personal trainer 100 phone calls to make, and the ones that are willing to make the 100 phone calls will get the appointments, and we actually will start building a business pretty quickly. You've got a personal trainer that thinks it's all about the training and all about the workouts, and it's not about building a business or a database or making the phone calls. Then they're not going to succeed. So for me, it's to ensure they do the uncomfortable things, which is sit on the phone and do 100 phone calls. There's that. Then I look at my business and I look at my coaching space and I look at all of that. Hey, I may have the most amazing fucking program. I may have the program out there that no one else is doing from a coaching space, especially a PT coaching space. The Awaken Warrior program, which is now being extended to a 26-week program. But no one has what I have in that space doing what I do. Like my specialty is I've been in the fitness game for 30 years. And in 30 years, there's an immense amount of mindset stuff that you learn as well, not only in your own journey through the discipline and the mental toughness you need to be able to jump on stage, but also to be able to help people through their sticky places, to be able to instill that worthiness into other people, to be able to continually remind them that they're actually worthy. Yeah, journey's going to be fucking hard, but you're worthy of this. What's a little bit of physical pain? What do you want? Do you want to experience the short-term physical pain, or do you want to experience the long-term emotional, mental pain because you haven't achieved what you wanted to achieve? So if you look at all these things, it's fucking uncomfortable. You're going to have to start doing things that you not necessarily will do. You're going to have to start doing things, for a long period of time without getting the result. And I always go back to a couple of things. The first one is, am I going all in and doing all the things that I know I need to do, the uncomfortable and also the stuff that I'm fucking good at? And am I going to quit? Quitting's not an option. So quitting's not an option. Go all in. And when all of a sudden you're starting to align with what you truly want and who you truly are, and you're coming from an authentic place and it's truth in that, it's a matter of time that your audience will start seeing and listening to you and want to start working with you. So it's just patience and hard fucking work, bro.
Yeah, I love that, man. I love that you said that too, because it's important to know that, like you say, dreaming bigger, thinking bigger, doing things that you normally wouldn't do, and then going, but is there a way for me to quit? Is there an option for me to quit? Did I leave the door kind of cracked open in case I want to run? And bro, I love this quote, and I can't remember who exactly this is from, but I used this on my post the other day. I'm here to kick ass and chew bubble gum, and I'm all out of bubble gum. But dude, it's
Yeah,
just
man.
it's such a good saying because people don't realize that, are you willing to do all those things just like Aaron said, but then are you willing to do all those things and then have somebody like myself or Aaron say, no, that's not good enough. You need to think bigger.
Yeah.
And you actually go back and go, you know what? Damn it. I don't want to do this again. I don't want to have to go back to this again. dude, that's the space I live in right now
Mm,
because
mm,
there's have to redevelop because they're not good enough. And I had to shut the ego up and go, you know what, ego, that's enough. You know that this isn't good enough. And then you recreate it again and you go, damn, I look at my previous work and it sucks. No wonder why it got rejected. Right. And so, bro, it's humbling yourself too, because
yep.
I think that's the important part is before I would just, okay, you don't like it, I'm done. I quit. I'm over it. Now that's not an option for me, bro, because I have to have that tough skin on my clients as well.
Mm,
I have
mm,
to be able to tell them, look, this was good, but it's not great. Well, I'm not trying to be great. Well, then what are you trying to do it for? If you're gonna only reach for a certain level, guess what? You're gonna reach it, and then what
mm,
happens? Are you
mm,
done?
mm.
That it? Or are you reaching so freaking high that it's gonna take you some time to keep failing and failing and failing? And like you said, not getting what you want out of it right away, but being in it for the long haul, bro. So I think that's what, honestly, bro, I wanted to make this one short and simple. I really just want to know from the listeners, from you guys, what is it that you do when somebody says your work's not good enough? Are you mad? Do you think you're the only one in the world that does it? You think you're the best at it? Well, you know what? When you think that way, you need to think even bigger than that. That's what's crazy about it, Roy. I'm still learning that myself because I've had to humble myself in a lot of
Yeah.
different ways over these past few weeks. And dude, it's even looking at my current situation now, I'm like, the old John would have ran quick from all of these things that you're asking me to do, all of these things that I've asked of myself to do, having to reshift, and do all these different things, bro. It's something, dude, that humbles you. And if you can get past that and survive that, like how I'm currently doing right now, I believe you're in good shape. So that's what I wanted to say, bro. I mean, wrap us up, dude. What else can what else can we do from here, man?
All right, this is actually, and I'm sort of piggybacking off what you said a little bit. And yeah, the situation sucks. And when you're a business owner, and especially a new business owner, you kind of feel like you have to do everything. The reality is, you're not good at fucking everything. You might be good, but you're not great. And if you want a great business, you've got to be great. And the thing that we need to realize, and this is again removing the ego, because we want to be in control of everything, because that's what fucking men do when we take on this new venture. Outsource. Outsource to someone who actually
Oh,
is
there it
fucking
is. There it
outsource to
is.
someone who's the expert.
The gold.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and that's probably a bigger relationship, a bigger realization, and a reality check for myself, is because yeah, I want to do everything because I'm fucking good. I'm good at everything.
Yeah.
But it's like, mate,
You're
you know what?
not.
You're not. You're fucking not. I mean, hey, just like the pitch deck that that you've been putting out 3 times, struck out. And I
Look
struck out a
out.
couple of times at the start. And even now I'm still striking out. But you've got to kind of realize that, man, you might be good, but you're not fucking great. And if you want to have a great life, and if you want to do all the great things, and you want to leave a legacy, then you know what? Sometimes you're just going to have to kind of relinquish like that part of it. Let someone who's the expert deal with it. Get a VA, get the VA to do all the things that you can't do, and focus on the things that matter. Focus on looking after you. Focus on your health. Focus on actually growing and scaling a business. Focus on your relationships. Like those things matter. So I'll leave with that. I'll live with that.
Oh, no, I love that, dude. And I'll just say this, man. Here in the States, we have baseball. And just a little side note for you, baseball, the way that their stats are driven, obviously there's 1,000 batting average, right? And you know what a good batting average is in the major leagues, bro? If you're batting 300, that's a good average. 300 out of 1,000. That's good,
Hang on. Does
dude.
that
And so
mean you're hitting 300 shots out of 1,000 pitches? Is that
no,
what
not
that
not
stat is?
300, not 300 shots. That's your average. So your average percentage that you hit the ball out of 1,000% is, well, and then essentially I might be messing this up a little bit, Aaron, but essentially your average that you're getting, you're hitting the ball is not even 50% of the time.
That's fucked up.
It's less than,
And they're calling
but
themselves
that's good.
pros.
That's
So,
good, Aaron. And so that's what I'm saying, dude. And I think the reason why I bring that up, Aaron, is not because it's bad for baseball, right? But what it's saying is it's a humbling experience for you when you know that to get to the pros, this is what you got to do. You got to level up and understand that your ego
okay.
is going to want you to bat 1,000 every time. I got to
Yep.
go up there and I got to hit a home run every time.
Okay.
But yet you
Okay.
don't realize the strikeout part, dude, is what humbles you. And it makes you go back to the drawing board and go, what am I doing wrong? What's wrong with my swing?
Mm,
What's wrong with my
mm,
stance?
mm.
Hey, coach. And your coach is like, yeah, you're standing wrong. And you're like, I've been standing like this for 30 years. Fuck do you want me to do? I want you to fix it.
Yeah.
So I guess that's the point I'm trying to make, dude. It's less about the stat part and more about the fact that you just get humbled. And if you're willing to accept that, bro, it's game changing, dude. And that's just in anything that you do.
Yep. Yep. Even the pros, and I think Andy Frisella says it all the time. It's like, there's a really, really small percentage of athletes that actually make it to pro status, and even just to maintain being in the game, being in the squad, you've got to work your fucking ass off. So, and that's why so
Maintain.
little
Yeah.
people make it in business. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, hey, fuck, we're here for it, bro. We're here for, think bigger, think
That's
bigger.
good stuff, man. That
Yeah.
was good stuff. And all we say is please just share this show with anybody you think that needs it. Aaron and I are continuing to just we're I like to say we're just crawling through the mud right now, Aaron, just one step at a time, dude. It's not fun. It's not exciting. A lot of this is through the trenches, but we just know there's something bigger for both of us. And we're here for it, man. Did we pass 70 episodes yet?
Yeah, I think we're 69. This might be 70. This actually
Oh,
might be
look at
70.
that, bro.
60. Well, 69. Who doesn't love a 69? Who
69.
doesn't love a 69? Could be 69, 70. All right.
Yeah.
John, it's a pleasure
Yeah.
as normal. Thank you, brother.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, everybody. Until next time.
Take care.